begin. And we'll call this chapter Realizing Your Own Spirituality. Before we even begin the teaching, we have to discuss a premise. We have discussed before. You must hear this again. And we'll call this What is Truth? In your own reality, the walls you build around you called 3D. There is absolutes in truth, in math, in science. When you begin to break those three-dimensional walls down and get into what the system is of interdimensional things, and especially spiritual things, all the rules change. And so what I'm about to tell you may not sit well with all of you, for you will weigh them in a 3D way instead of a multiple D way. And here's what we say to you. Truth is relative to your path. And you'll say, Kyron, we don't like that. There must be one truth. I will tell you this, there is a core truth. And the core truth is this, that at the center of every atom in this universe of yours, if you could look and you could see and you could measure, you would find the love of God. That's the core energy. And you might say, well, how sweet, how syrupy. And I will say, oh no, I'm not talking about sweet. I'm talking about physics. There is an energy at the core that makes things work. And when you remove the love of God, it all collapses. You might say it's the space between the electron haze and the nucleus that keeps things moving and separated. More than you'll ever measure, more than you'll know. It's basic physics, and it's the love of God. That's the core truth. But the meaning of truth to a human being, let me define it, is when the human being marries his heart to the passion of God and realizes the family is there. An acknowledgement of search, if you wish, without knowing anything more. Willingness, intent, free choice to find out. That's truth. And so you will have multiple truths as you go around the room for multiple human beings. And you don't necessarily like that. You'll say there must be one truth, must be one doctrine, must be one building. And we say, how 3D of you, you don't understand. Inside each of you, you will discover the family. And the core of the family all has the same doctrine, and it comes from the love of God and the compassion of what you call spirit. And you never have to worry about that. So therefore, your truth is what you are doing when you follow your passion to create manifestation in your life for you. And what most human beings do not and will not understand is the system that is the glue between your truths. Difficult to explain.